of you might know already, I am stuck in isolation at home with a, you know what. So it's starting to come good now. Dirtbag Gold was nice enough to drop off to my door, mind you, a couple of their new product range Savage Paydirt. Now this stuff is loaded with black sand. It's supposed to be challenging.
Daddy.
Yes, mate?
Come for my alien basic.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Okay.
What alien basic?
Okay, I'll be there in a second. Joys of being home in isolation. Anyway, I'll you know, give a bit of a review on these products, so it should be coming on the website shortly.
That goes to this old broken alien, see?
Oh yeah. Alright mate.
It's an old
Anyway,
alien.
sort the young fella out and then I'll come back and we'll get into
Have you seen that piece of
some
gold?
black sand. Got two here. Got the 300 gram bag and the 100 gram bag. Black sands and gold in that. So it's supposed to be a bit challenging. So we're going to have a crack at it. I'll show you a couple of things first. What I'm going to use. I'm going to use a little pan today because I'm doing it inside. A bit of rain outside. Paintbrush. Rinse aid. Generally the black sands will hold a lot of fine gold, so rinse aid will help to stop that fine gold from floating. A little bit of a splash in there. Rest there up. Alright, let's have a look what's inside. Inside this little magic bag. Absolute legend for dropping himself to my door. Obviously can't go anywhere. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's all black sand. You aren't joking. Wow. Okay. Just sure there's nothing left in there. Oh, look at that. Now, you could start with separating with a magnet, I guess. Normally that's probably something that you do, but not for today's purposes. I'm going to fan it out. Get her all wet. I'll show you a couple of ways. This is how I normally do it. All the guys always give me their black sand. But generally, yeah, shake it down. There's a little bit of sand in there, so we'll wash a bit of that off the top. And then remove all the sand out, so we got the black sands. I might bring this around a bit. What's going on? Now, let's do the old tap and swell. Now, you probably got to do this a few times to get all the gold out. Bit of a wash, tap. Oh, I already see gold in there. Now see how that gold's actually sitting on top of the black sand. That's where you got to keep an eye on it. And keep shaking it down inside that. So once I get a bit of black sand up this end, I'll turn it back around. Try and shake that gold back down the bottom again. Okay, tap and wash. Get quite vigorous with your tapping. Wash a bit of that black sand off the top. Once you start seeing a bit of gold start showing again, we're getting somewhere around here now. Flip it back around. Get it back down the bottom again. Get that gold right at the bottom. Wash. It's a matter of keeping an eye on it. So the gold's sitting on top of the black sand. That's how thick and heavy black sand can be. Takes a bit of patience. Now, this is something I do on site, on the creek, on the bush, if I want to get the black sands out on the spot. Well, swirl and shake too works quite well. I'm bound to have missed some, but I'll get this out and I'll show you another technique to get the remaining gold out. Using a swirling technique. If there's any more left in there, that is. But I'll swirl and shake. Now then I like to tap it up the gold away from the black sand. Swirl it and shake. Now the gold climbs away from the black sand when you gently tap it uphill. And we'll swish it around. Get the black sand away. Oops, heavy. Fine bits there, you know, that's why we put the rinse aid in there. Stop the fine bits from floating away. I know, that's what we're left with. So, you can see that there. There's a lot of fine powder stuff in there. That's exactly why the rinse aid's in there. Look, it's still even floating with the rinse aid in there. Alright. Well, what I did forget was my snuffer. So I will just go and grab that. Snuff that up. And then we'll see if we can get the rest out. Alright. Got the snuffer. So that's yeah. Takes years of practice to do it like that. It made it look pretty easy, but it's not really that easy to do. Alright. Off. Still a little bit of back sand in there, but not too much. Alright, so that's what we ended up with. A little bit of colour of that black sand. Like I said, there could be more in there. Those small Savage bags advertise the sale of Dirtbag Gold on their website for I think $24.95. Guaranteed minimum 0.1 added if you like a bit of black sand challenge. So go and check them out if you want to give yourself something to do and practice your black sands. Alright, next one we got is the big bag, 300 gram Savage black sand bag. I'm going to do this one a little bit at a time, and using the same technique as a smaller bag. I'll do a little bit at a time, just a small amount. This one's got a bit more sand in it than black sand, still a lot of heavies in there. Yeah, there's a lot of black sand in there. Get rid of this lighter stuff off the top. I'm just going to do the same thing as we did the first time. Tap and spin. Push it down a bit. Tap it up. Let's go. Just keep watching it off. The trick of doing this pan and black sands is to do just patience. Don't try and rush it. As soon as you see a bit of gold start moving down, just stop, wash it back. Give it a shake back down again. A good little bit of colour from just that little spoonful. Put these look in a second. Find that little shake, shakes the black sand down, and you can tap the gold back up. Push any slide bits back up again. And there we go. So that's what we got from that first little bit. Little spoonful. You can see that. I'll do zoom. Anyway, snuffer. I'll keep going and polish this bag off, and I'll give you a look at what we end up out of this one. Got our results now. So this is what we've got out of the first 100 gram bag full of black sand. There's still a little bit of black sand there. I'll clean that up a bit better, and we'll dry them out and weigh them up. And this is our total out of the 300 gram bag. So same thing, it needs a final clean up, and then we'll get him on the scales and see what we end up with. Again, big shout out to these guys, DT Gold, for dropping them off and letting me have a crack at their new product. Good fun. Definitely good at brushing up on your black painting skills. And I'll put a link here somewhere that's going to do it. To the webpage, I'll put one in the description. Also, they do all sorts of other gear as well, pans and prospecting gear and other types of Paydirt. Also, anyway, I'll get back to you shortly with the weighing. Right, time to do the weighing. So I'll bring you guys down so you can see the scales. Okay. Alright, we'll do the little bag first. This was the 100 gram bag. Minimum 0.1. I think we've got 0.1 in there. Let's see. Tad. Alright, 0.126. So, well above advertised, minimum 0.1, which is good. Check him back. And now oops, 0.1. 0. The 300 gram bag, which was advertised minimum 0.2.
Okay, so yeah, 0.215. So advertise the advertised minimum as well. Over, which is good. Good fun dirt to play with. Definitely keep you busy at home and good for practice on your black sands. So check them out if you're after some. Otherwise, see you soon.